For the Love of Blue 2017 honoree, Roy Curry Jr. Roy Curry Jr. is a Chicago native and the only child of Roy and Carolyn Curry. His educational journey began at St. Francis de Paul and St. Albee elementary schools and continued when he entered Mount Carmel High School. He is a 1994 graduate of Jackson State University, earning a liberal arts degree in mass communications, pursued his master's degree at St. Xavier University, and is a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Delta Phi Chapter. Roy's professional career began as an English teacher and the dean of students at Morgan Park High School, where he is still revered by his former students. He continued his career as a climate manager at Fitzsimmons High School in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, under the professional guidance of Superintendent of Victory Schools, Benjamin Wright. He was promoted to the position of Special Assistant to the CEO, Paul Vallis, who was the Superintendent of the School District of Philadelphia. Roy returned to Chicago in 2007 and worked with Principal Amy Torres to open the 11th Chicago International Charter School, Irving Park campus, and served as Dean of Students. He was recruited by Mr. Tim King to join the dynamic cohort of the Urban Prep Charter Academies for Young Men. He served as the Dean of Students, Assistant Principal, and is currently the Director of Admissions and Community Partnerships. Roy's passion for working with young people is evident and is what inspires him to be at his best when he is in their presence as a professional. His career is outlined by his father's favorite quote, "Do unto others as you would have them do unto you, because what goes around comes around." He is married to Dr. Adrienne Lorenzo Curry. They have one beautiful daughter, River St. Clair. For the Love of Blue 2017 honoree, Roy Curry Jr. For the Love of Blue 2017 honoree, Cynthia Glenn Cotton. Cynthia is a native of Louisville, Mississippi, but spent her early years in Chicago. She attended Betsy Ross Elementary School here in Chicago and will continue her education in the South when the family moved back to Mississippi. She completed her education at Louisville High School prior to entering Jackson State University in 1981. She is a 1985 cum laude graduate of Jackson State University with a bachelor's degree in computer science. Cynthia is the third of 7 children of Mrs. Annie Ruth Glenn and the late Wallace Lee Glenn. While at Jackson State, Cynthia was an academic scholarship recipient and a member of the W.E.B. Du Bois Honors College and Computer Science Club. She participated in JSU's co-op program and completed 2 internships, one with Lawrence Berkeley's labs in Berkeley, California, the other at Xerox Offices Systems in El Segundo, California, receiving a Xerox scholarship upon completion of the program. Cynthia was initiated into the Delta Pi chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated in 1983. Cynthia went on to receive her Master of Science in Computer Science from the Illinois Institute of Technology in 1990 and received her certification as a project management professional in 2000 from the Project Management Institute. On her way to becoming a 29-year veteran in the telecommunications industry, Cynthia initially began her career as a software developer, coding software for wireless telephone systems. She moved into project management in 1995, where she began managing global multi-million-dollar technology projects that successfully delivered telecommunications software to customers such as Verizon, Sprint, AT&T, and other major wireless customers. Her knowledge of technology, education, and training in project management has been applied to many projects both within her current and external organizations. She has been an instructor at Olive Harvey Community College and has provided project management support to the Rainbow Push Coalition Women's Luncheon. She has also provided project management support for the Alliance of Black Lucent Employees National Professional Development Conferences, which held over 2,000 employees. Cynthia currently serves as an adjunct professor for Kaplan University, providing instruction in technical project management. In addition to her work in project and program management, Cynthia also utilizes her in-depth technical knowledge as co-chair of the Technology Committee of the Chicago chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, supporting the chapter's Google for Works communication system and the chapter's website. Cynthia has been a long-standing advocate for use of project planning and technology within the chapter. She has served as the former Assistant Secretary and 2011 for the Love of Blue co-chair, currently serves as the Public Relations Chair for the Chicago Alumni Chapter and the chapter's primary webmaster and for the Love of Blue ad book coordinator. Cynthia spends any time she can with her family and enjoys pursuing her artistic side, drawing, writing poetry, quilting, and reading. She is married to Detective Simon Cotton Sr., and they have 2 children, Amber Cotton, JSU class of 2013, and Simon Cotton Jr., JSU class of 2017. For the Love of Blue 2017 honoree, Cynthia Glenn Cotton. For the Love of Blue 2017 honoree, Johnny D. Johnny D is in the top ranks of Urban Radio's next generation of leaders, and he is currently the program director for 107.5 WGCI at iHeartMedia in Chicago, where he has been leading the station to achieve ultimate rating success and have a positive impact on the community. Furthermore, he is one of the youngest African Americans to hold the title of program director in a major market. Johnny D is a native of Chicago, Illinois, and a 2003 graduate of Jackson State University, where he majored in education. Johnny D's 12-year radio journey began when he attended Howard University's John H. Johnson School of Communications in 2005, where he received a master's degree in broadcast journalism. He has spent over 12 years in the radio industry working at some of the country's premier urban radio stations, including B103 Atlanta, Hot 97 New York, WPGC 95.5 Washington, D.C., WPWX Power 92 Chicago, and 100.3 The Beat Philadelphia. He has served in all capacities from intern, on-air personality, promotions assistant, board op, assistant music director, producer, music director, and assistant program director. He has had the chance to work alongside several radio greats such as Tom Joyner, Donnie Simpson, Steve Harvey, Doug Banks, and The Breakfast Club. Along the way, Johnny D has established great relationships with several key artists and has been instrumental in guiding the musical careers of artists such as Chance the Rapper, John Legend, Kanye West, K. Michelle, Usher, 2 Chainz, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and others. He is well respected in the industry and has a passion to help others live their best life possible. Johnny D is a member of several distinguished organizations including Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, the National Association of Black Journalists, the NAACP, and many others. In his spare time, he likes to travel and watch football. For the Love of Blue 2017 honoree, Johnny D. For the Love of Blue 2017 honoree, Jonathan Smith. Jonathan Smith was born in Chicago where his dad met his mother after he left Jackson, Mississippi. Jonathan is the youngest of 3 children, a brother who graduated from Tennessee State University, and a sister who graduated from Eastern Illinois University. Being the youngest, he often felt like he had 2 fathers and 2 mothers. Jonathan attended elementary school at Robert A. Black Magnet on Chicago's South Side and Carl Sandburg High School in Orlando Park, Illinois, as his parents relocated to Orlando Park, Illinois, seeking the best educational opportunities they could provide him. His family stressed education and supported him in all of his endeavors. The transition to Carl Sandburg had its challenges, as Jonathan transitioned from a predominantly African-American surroundings to the polar opposite. As 1 in 35 African-American students that attended the 3,500 student population at Carl Sandburg High School, Jonathan learned quickly that the perceptions of African-Americans were very flawed. African-Americans were viewed based on the media portrayals, and of course, the majority of his class never interacted with African-Americans. Jonathan's challenge was to change misguided perceptions and reshape expectations regarding African-Americans. During his time at Carl Sandburg, Jonathan was the first African-American student to play on the baseball team, their first African-American nominated by his teachers for Who's Who amongst high school students, and he graduated with honors in 1997. Jonathan's athletic and academic abilities enabled him to apply for and receive scholarship opportunities. One of those scholarships led to his decision to attend Jackson State University to play for the legendary Hall of Fame baseball coach, Robert Brady. Jonathan stepped onto the yard of JSU in the fall of 1997. He was a young kid just recently emerging from the affluent small suburban town of Orlando Park to the humble grounds of the Stewart Hall Dormitory. Jonathan quickly established friendships with teammates and other students from throughout the world, many of the friendships which still hold today. Jonathan played all 4 years under Coach Brady, where his team would win the SWAC championship in his junior year, and he would earn all conference honors as a second baseman. For the Love of Blue 2017 honoree, Jonathan Smith. For the Love of Blue 2017 honoree, Angela Waller. Angela K. Waller is an 11-year breast cancer survivor and is dedicated to educating minority women about the importance of early detection, breast health, and healthy lifestyles. Angela currently is the Community Relations Manager for Loretto Hospital in Chicago's Austin community, where she is responsible for cultivating partnerships in support of the hospital's mission. Previously employed by the Chicagoland area affiliate of Susan G. Komen for the Cure, Angela managed a $1.5 million grant portfolio consisting of 17 organizations which provide breast health services to women in Cook, DuPage, Kane, Lake, and McHenry counties, as well as the education and outreach of these affiliates. Prior to Komen, Angela worked at American Cancer Society's Illinois Division Prairie Land region as a senior health initiatives representative, where part of her focus was the underserved population in southern Cook County. She also served as an administrative assistant and breast cancer coordinator for the Healthcare Consortium of Illinois. Angela has provided testimony before the Chicago City Council, the Illinois General Assembly, and on Capitol Hill. Angela was honored by former Illinois Governor Pat Quinn for her instrumental work in helping to pass HB 5192, the Breast Cancer Disparities Bill, into law during his first State of the State address. Angela has appeared on Oprah, BET, National Public Radio, WBEZ Chicago, BBC.com, Perspectives with Monica Carradine on NY50, Upfront with the Reverend Jesse Jackson on the Word Network, Chicago Speaks with Ty Wansley, Mary Mitchell on B103 Chicago, Live with Gary McCullen on CLTV Chicago, 26 North Halsted with George Blaze on WCIU, and various shows on WVON 169 AM. Angela has been featured in the 2007 Heartland Blood Calendar, articles in the Chicago Sun-Times, the Chicago Tribune, the Chicago Defender, the Southtown Star, the Gospel Tribune, and the Metal News from Northwestern University. Angela has conducted numerous workshops and educational programs on the early detection of breast cancer and breast health awareness. Angela has also served as a contributing writer for the Gospel Tribune, the Mark City News, the Rush University Medical Center in-person blog, and Ammonia Online. Angela is currently featured in the Beating Breast Cancer DVD produced by the University of Illinois at Chicago. Angela is frequently questioned to speak about her breast cancer journey. In 1994, Angela received her bachelor's degree in broadcast journalism with a minor in political science from Jackson State University and her master's degree in communications and training and communication studies for Governors State University. She is married to Anthony Waller, owner of Catering Out the Box Catering. For the Love of Blue 2017 honoree, Angela Waller.